You see that? That little primordial pouch I got going on my chain? That's not good. So today I'm going to show you how to correctly size your chain when you're replacing it on a mountain bike. As you could tell, my chain is very slack when it is on the smallest cog here and the smallest cog in the front. So that basically means that my chain is not the correct size. I've been having issues with this for a super long time and I couldn't figure out exactly what was going on. And now I can imagine I'm not the only person. So I'm going to show you guys this quick tip, basically how to resize your chain and how to figure out if it's the correct length or not. So first thing is first. I'm going to take this front derailleur. I'm going to push it all the way to the largest cog. Twist that. So now we're on the largest cog. Then, let me get you all set up right here. Oops. Then, I'm going to take my master link pliers, find the master link, which is right here, and unhook it. That loud snap is how you know your master link is unlocked. Then I'm going to take off the chain. From here, make sure you remove the pieces of your master link so you don't lose those, because I've lost those several times. Now, the really simple way of doing this is to bypass your rear derailleur. Take your chain, roll it over the largest cog, and you're going to go down over the biggest cog on your front chain ring. You're going to roll this down till it's at about 5 o'clock. Then you're going to take your chain and bring it up so that it matches up with your chain. So if you look, here's one end of my chain, here's the other end. So this is what I call the inner piece, this is the outer piece. So if I bring this together and it's nice and, sorry, it's hard to work the camera and do this at the same time. If I get this hooked on the cog like it should be, then I bring this forward. So this is meeting up with this piece right here. So we're going to add, from this piece, we're going to add 1 and 2. So that will give us enough, we're going to add 1, 2. So now this is the rivet that we're going to take out, and that's where we're going to put our master link in from here so that these two can link together. So now that I have this piece, just so I don't lose my space, I'm going to count back. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th piece is the one that I'm taking out. So now I can let go, and this is, I believe this is the Crank Brothers M15. I could be mistaken, but this is like the best multi-tool I've ever used. I found this from Bike Hacks. So on top of this is a chain tool. Basically what this does is it uses a pin. You take, since the M15 is versatile, you're going to take an Allen wrench, you put it in this piece, and you twist it back until this, if you could tell, the chain goes right in here. You're going to put the chain in, match it up with the pin. So here we go, I'm going to match back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put the chain in. Oops. Gonna back it out a little bit further until that chain fits. Then if you could tell, I'm gonna tighten the pin so that's nice and flush with that. And basically twist this until you hear that pin. It's gonna make a loud crack. Oh, come on. Just like that. It didn't break anything, it's just releasing it. Then you're gonna see the pin start to seep out. If you look, you can see the pin start to come out right over here. You're gonna tighten it until that pin falls out, and then that's where your master link is gonna go. All right. Now you're just gonna go back. That pin's gonna stay out. Now you can take the chin off. Oops. Take the chain off. Sorry, I'll find that after. And now, this is how much extra chain I had. That's why I had all that slack. So now I have the inner piece and the inner piece over here. I'm going to take one piece of my master link, put it in through there. Let that dangle for a second. The other piece of my master link, go in through there. Now, if you remember, I didn't include the rear derailleur when I measured that. So, I'm going to take the chain, just hold the end so that you don't see the master links go flying. I'm gonna put it down on the smallest cog, and then I'm just going to go and feed it through. So this is gonna go down over the front, through the back, oops, come on. What I found works the best is just putting it on whatever the piece is, the pulley that you're trying to go over. And then, oops, see, you hear that little ping? That was my master link falling. So, I'm just gonna pick up my piece of master link, put that back in, loop this back around, not on the rear or the front crank. Come on. And latch the two pieces together. Now, if you could tell, that master link is not together. So now I'm going to take my master link pliers, go up into the chain, sorry it's very dark, and then pull them apart. Now, if you can tell that gap there, now they're linked together. So, I'm just going to, this kind of fell off the front derailleur, so I'm just going to link this back on, get that going through. And if I keep this there and put this, come on. Now, this isn't touching itself. There's still some space there, right? So that still has some good space, and there's no slack. It's nice and tight. And that's the end of my TED Talk. I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate any likes or comments, but if you have any questions, definitely give this a quick run through. And if not, Seth's Bikecast, Park Tool, they're both great locations for the more advanced side of bike repair. I'm just a Joe Schmo, but I figured this is something that people run into on a common basis, so I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.